Brittany Palmer is the founder and CEO of Beeyonder, a Boston-based company. She has a passion for traveling and conducting research for trips, having been to countries in Africa, Asia, Europe, Latin America, South America, and the Middle East. As a bilateral amputee, Brittany has overcome many challenges of her own and looks forward to helping others overcome challenges to in-person travel. She envisions a world where adults and children can travel the world from home, meeting, interacting with, and learning from people all over the world, which is absolutely wonderful concept, and it's a wonderful website. And I'm so pleased that you are joining us today. Welcome, Brittany.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so what is Beeyonder and why did you start it?
Sure. So Beeyonder is a live and interactive virtual tour marketplace with local and qualified guides who take you to different places around the world. And you can speak with them and ask them questions in real time. I started the company during the pandemic, actually, because travel had halted. And when I saw virtual travel experiences popping up, I myself love to travel, but I do have some limitations as to things that I can experience and partake in. And then also I have some joint issues that prevent me from traveling long distances without being in a lot of pain. And I thought this would be a great way to see places that I might not ever get to see in person. And when I started looking at other people that have limitations, I found that there are more than 50 million people in the US alone who have mobility limitations or other conditions that prevent or inhibit travel. And I really wanted to be able to bring the world to people in a way that was inclusive and accessible.
This is so terrific for family caregivers. It's such a pleasure to talk with you. So let's start at the beginning. What is a virtual tour?
Sure. So a virtual tour is typically done in two different ways. One is a walking tour where you are on Zoom like this, and you are with a guide in real time who has like a smartphone and a gimbal, which is used for stabilization. And they walk you down the streets of Lisbon or Venice and give you a tour just as if you were there in person. And because of the stabilization, it's like a very smooth picture. So people really feel like they're there. And you can ask the guide questions, and sometimes they have different questions that they ask you, like quizzes and things like that, to keep it entertaining and fun. And then the presentation style is typically more for those faraway places that are more difficult to access with limited ability for internet connectivity, like Antarctica, or to get to a number of places in a short period of time, like Ireland castles. So it's with pictures and videos and slides with the guide, again, live, but they're in their home or their office and in more presentation style.
I love this. And immediately I could see the application for our senior loved ones living in senior homes or care facilities. Has that been part of your mission as well, especially after the pandemic?
Yeah, of course. Seniors are one of the main verticals that we concentrate on. And so we do a lot of tours for seniors. We actually have a passport club that is specifically for senior organizations. It's a discounted price, and you take tours with other senior groups all over the world. And it's very tech light, so there's no need to go through the website. We have a calendar that we provide, and you select what tour you want to take. You get a link from us. You just need to know how to use Zoom. And it's a really great way for everyone to feel connected to others, and especially for caregivers, a great activity for them to do with seniors to just enjoy something together.
Well, isolation is really such a terrible thing, especially, during and after, hopefully after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And this is a way for isolation not to hurt our loved ones and give them something that's cognitively stimulating. I think this is so bright.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we have a number of seniors that request different places based on current events or places where they have family heritage or someplace that they've either never been and really want to go, or someplace that they loved that they visited before and want to sort of relive that experience. So there's a lot of different use cases on the senior side. And, in terms of caregivers, I think a lot of people focus on the person that they're caring for. And a lot of people don't realize how important it is for caregivers to also, that they can feel isolated as well, that they have a limited ability to travel because they're caregiving. And so it's just as important to provide them the ability to travel as well as the person that they're caring for.
And the other killer for caregivers and our loved ones is stress. I can't imagine this does anything but help alleviate the stress that we feel due to the isolation and what we go through as family caregivers.
Right. It's certainly a mental health and wellness activity. We even have a couple of tours centered around wellness, where you can do like meditation classes with someone in Japan in a garden. And it just, the benefits of travel are significant. And we're trying to bring that to people, even though they can't be somewhere in person. And I think a lot of times too, part of the, you have stress in travel in person because just getting there can be stressful. This takes the stress out of that as well.
Well, getting there could even be impossible. I mean, especially for a family caregiver, the idea of going away to see a movie or going to lunch with a loved one that's not the person you're caring for is a big episode. To say get on a plane and go to this wonderful place and enjoy yourself is just impossible to do in person.
Right. And even some of the tours that you have to take when you get somewhere, they're very long. They can be, involve a lot of stairs or a lot of walking, or just are a long period of time and not really suited for people that have various types of limitations. And as much as, countries are trying to improve accessibility, they still have a long way to go. And this is really a great way to see places that, you can't really travel to for one reason or another.
It's a great way to deal with those bucket list trips. And you're right, between the family caregiver who's possibly aging or has issues themselves that they can't make the trip. And there's for the most part senior loved one or disabled loved one. It's actually do it this way, be part of this location, learn and experience, or nothing. I don't see any way that they can actually go there.
Yeah. It's just really important to have an inclusive and accessible option for travel to so many people. I agree.
How do you choose the locations?
So we do get requests from different people. So we understand kind of where there's different demand. But we have someone on our team, Camille, who's our VP of experience, that actually goes out and finds guides from other locations and talks with them and makes sure that they understand how to conduct virtual tours, that they have all the proper equipment, that they're licensed and qualified guides, and tells them about the benefits of doing these virtual tours. Most of our guides before the pandemic really only saw an opportunity for virtual, an opportunity to serve people in person. They never realized how big a reach they could have, how many people around the world that they can meet by doing virtual tours. And so that's what we talk to them about. And they, we have great relationships with our guides, and they love being on the site and being able to help people see their community, for those who can't visit in person.
Sign me up. So let's walk through the process. I am interested. I want to go on a tour. Are there you have different agendas and different times that different tours are going out? Do I go to the Beeyonder website? Walk me through how it works.
Sure. So in order to sign up, you can visit our site, Beeyonder.com, and we have a page specifically for seniors. So if you click the organizations drop down and select seniors, it has the information about our Passport Club. And or you can email us at hello@beeyonder.com and someone can assist you with signing up. Once you tell us what type of subscription you want for the Passport Club, we send an invoice and then we send the calendars 3 months ahead of time, all with tours that are scheduled on particular days and times. Typically it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, because that tends to work best for a lot of the senior organizations. And they're at different times throughout the day to account for every time zone. You select your tour via a survey link that we send out. You can choose more than one tour a month too, if you want to. And then we send you a link 1 week ahead of time for the tour. You sign on at the time of the tour and you enjoy a tour to a different location. And they are typically about an hour long.
This is one of the smartest things I've ever run into in 27 years of supporting family caregivers. That really helps both the caregiver and the care recipient and even other family members.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have people that travel together. We have private tours as well, and we've had families do tours for 80th birthdays, and getting the whole family together who's, separated throughout the country. If they can't come together, it's a great way to do that. And we also offer gift cards too. So you can gift a subscription to someone as well. If you know someone like a caregiver who's caring for someone and you want to give them something special, that's also an option that we have.
Well, what's great about this is that series we're part of is the caregiver board of directors meetings, where we like to bring information and support and advice to family caregivers during the time when their loved ones, the caregiver is the CEO of Caring for My Loved One Inc. So their loved ones and their family members come in from out of town just for the holidays. They're the board of directors. And now I can see them wanting to be part of this group tour as well. It's something that really brings all families together. So what kind of equipment do I just need? A monitor or iPhone?
So we recommend people have used iPads or monitors and your computer screen if you have a laptop. We've also had some people that are a little bit more tech savvy hook their computer up to a TV and watch it on a big screen, and have the computer close by for asking the guide questions. So but you just need access to a screen, preferably a bigger one, so that you can see more. On a phone it might be a little bit difficult, but and then just using Zoom on the Passport Club, will typically go over a few instructions before the tour starts, so anyone not familiar knows where to find things, especially closed captions for a lot of our travelers. They like to use that, and so we try to be as proactive as we can about making sure everyone knows how to use it.
I can't tell you how much I love this. This is so very exciting. Can family members be part of this family tour from remote locations, or does everybody have to be in front of the one screen?
No, we've had families join from all over the country, East Coast, West Coast, and central. And so you can have as many screens as you want. It's based on the number of guests that attend. So we don't limit the number of screens, and you certainly don't have to be in the same room.
I cannot think of a more appropriate holiday gift for caregivers, our senior loved ones, and our friends and family members. It's really wonderful that you put this together.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.